I'm delighted to be supporting the launch today of the hashtag Why Not campaign, hashtag Shakubiha. The United Nations strongly supports the participation of women in the electoral and political processes in Iraq, and I'm therefore delighted to be joining you today in the launch of the hashtag Why Not campaign. I'd like to start by warmly commending all those female candidates who are preparing for national elections this week, and indeed the provincial elections later in the year. We're delighted that you're participating. I salute all of those of you who are carrying on your campaigns, and some of you even under verbal abuse and intimidation and criticism in social media. You're carrying on because you know that your participation is important to this country. The United Nations continues to support the Iraqi government in rolling out free, fair, transparent election campaign. And of course, the hashtag Why Not campaign will carry on beyond these national elections. I want to commend all those women who are running for election in Iraq, both those engaging in the current national election campaign and those who will be running later in the year for election to provincial councils. In particular, I salute those of you, the female candidates, who have recently endured insults, verbal abuse, intimidation and harassment, and yet are carrying on your campaign. The Special Representative Jan Kubiš met some of those candidates running for the Council of Representatives last week to discuss this alarming situation. We warmly support them as they press ahead with their campaigns. More broadly, the United Nations looks forward to carrying on working with the Iraqi authorities as the next government forms. In particular, we look to work closely with the incoming Council of Representatives to ensure solid female participation in the new structures. And of course, the hashtag Why Not campaign won't finish when the elections are concluded. It will carry on into the longer term, working with communities here, civil society, the Council of Representatives, the incoming government, in developing legislation that will promote women's participation in the political life of this country. I'm particularly pleased to be supporting the hashtag Why Not campaign because my own mother was a politician, first at regional level and then in the national parliament. She was a very active member of the British government. My sisters and I were brought up in a household full of political discussion, and we were always encouraged to participate. I spent my childhood on the political campaign trail with my mother, in an era where women politicians were still fairly rare in Britain. My mother believed very strongly in the value of women in the political sphere, and she worked hard to promote and support younger women politicians. I think she would be delighted at the hashtag Why Not campaign.
Today we are launching this hashtag Why Not Shakubiha. The aim of the hashtag Shakubiha, or Why Not, is to promote the political participation of women as well as their participation in government formation and in the government post-elections. The reason why we are launching this hashtag is because women's participation in the electoral as well as political processes has been very, very low. It is my belief that having a critical mass of women in leadership and decision-making positions will contribute to holding and sustaining a democratic process in Iraq. Why Not campaign will run until after the elections. This will promote women's participation in leadership positions, in the government, as well as in the judiciary and all levels of public life in Iraq. We stress that women's participation is important. Women contribute to peace-building efforts, reconciliation, as well as governance processes. We urge all the Iraqis to join us in promoting women. Shekubiya, why not? Why not women in leadership positions? Why not women in the presidency? Why not women in the cabinet? We cannot have 2 women in the cabinet. Let's promote women. Why not women in decision-making positions? Why not women as heads of blocks in the parliament? Shekubiya.